Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing great. This is Praveen Duri from Dice University, and in today's video, we are going to talk about the best affiliate marketing traffic source for native ads. It's going to be really interesting, but before we go to today's video, just the usual, guys, please help me by hitting the green rate subscribe button for this channel to support this channel, as well as the like button if you like this video. Not now, guys, at the end of the video only, and the bell notification so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos and so that we can keep creating good content for you all the time. So are you ready for today's video? Let's go.
This video is brought to you by Landerize.com. Create highly optimized landing pages in minutes. Get your 14-day free trial in the description below this video.
Welcome to today's video, everybody. In today's video, we are going to talk about the best affiliate marketing traffic source there is when it comes to native ads. Course, I'm going to give you top 5 of what I think is the best traffic sources for native ads. So let's not waste any time and straight away dive into our first one. So our first one that we are going to look at is Facebook. You might get scared a little bit when you talk about Facebook and you think, hey, this is not a native, it's a social media ad. That's where you are actually wrong. What is actually to define this, you need to go back to what is actually a native ad. Simple. Native ads is a paid ad which blends in with the platform that it is surfacing. That means that any paid ads, let it be Facebook ads, Google ads, whatsoever, it must actually blend in with the platform. So when you take a look at Facebook, for example, this is our Facebook feed, and you can see this is actually a normal post from one of my friends, and then when you scroll down, this is actually an ad. So you can actually see there's no much difference between the normal post and the ads. The only similar difference that you can actually see that is it has a word sponsored there, and this is actually a characteristics of what a native ad should have. It should not deceive people on saying that it's not an ad, so it should clearly show people that this is actually an ad. So they do show people that this is actually clearly an ad, but then it blends with the platform itself, and definitely this is what we call as native ads. Therefore, Facebook is also considered as native ads, where we call Facebook as a social media native ads. And coming back to the point, definitely Facebook is one of the most highest and the best native ads platform that you can actually use if you are selling a product where you want to actually spark interest, when you want to target a specific audience. Definitely you'll know about Facebook targeting. I've talked a lot about Facebook targeting in my videos as well. So when it comes to Facebook targeting, it's really great. And another example, just for the sake of it, I'm going to show you another example, which is another social media called LinkedIn. This is where you're going to target. If Facebook is to target specific individuals, its specific characteristics and behavior, LinkedIn is where you're going to go. If you're a B2B business, you're targeting business owners, you're targeting entrepreneurs, and all this kind of stuff. So when you look at this is a normal LinkedIn post, and you can actually see this is actually a promoted, which means this is a paid ads. And as you can see, they also blend in exactly the same like the platform, right? That's for this is also considered as a native ad. So you should actually consider both Facebook and LinkedIn depending on the characteristics of your particular audience behavior. So the second one that we are going to take a look at is Google. I just mentioned Google just now, right? Because when we talk about native ads is not only the ads that you purchase from the platform. Native ads is also social media ads, search results ads, and all these ads are also considered as native ads as long as it blends in with the platform. So Google is one of the form of a search engine native ad. So if you go to Google, you press Nike shoes, for example, you can actually see this one over here. This is actually a Google shopping ads. No, this is not the one that we're going to talk about. But when you see this one over here, this is actually a search result ad, and this is actually a normal ad. Can you see this? This is the difference. So as you can see that there's no much difference. A lot of people might be telling, hey, they have actually this one over here. This is actually an extension which you can actually do with your normal post as well, but usually people don't do it. But it's not something which differs it. In a normal post you can do this extension as well, but when it comes to an ad, all the difference that you can actually see is there's a word ad there. Other than that, there's no difference. And Google is the best platform if you're selling something and people already know about that stuff, people already searching for that stuff, then Google is the place to be. It's one of the best native affiliate platform there is, guys. Native affiliate marketing traffic sources there is, guys. So Google is something that you should definitely consider. So the third one, now we are talking about a real native ads traffic platform, which is called the Outbrain. So this is Outbrain. As you can see, Outbrain is open web discovery native ads advertising feed. This is how the ads will look like. And as you know, there's huge amount of craziness with Outbrain. They are very trust reliable. Their traffic is very good, and you can actually see what kind of big businesses actually use them. CNN, Guardian, and all this kind of MSN all use Outbrain. So Outbrain is really famous when it comes to native advertising, and this is one of the major reasons why we are talking about Outbrain. And when we talk about Outbrain, is it's a native advertising platform where you can actually purchase your traffic, guys. So when you're doing affiliate marketing, concentrating on native ads, mostly people will actually go ahead and build an account on Outbrain. So when you log in into your account with Outbrain, you can actually see the interface of Outbrain as well. Let me just show you that. So this is actually the interface of Outbrain. You can actually see it's pretty simple and pretty easy to see. So all you got to do is go and add campaign. When you start adding campaign, you can just go ahead and start creating a campaign from scratch. And later on, you can go ahead and add a content for that campaign as well. So it's really easy to use, and it's one of the best traffic sources for native ads when it comes to affiliate marketing. The next one that we're going to talk about is rave content. If you are doing a offer which promotes in United States of America especially, then rave content is the place that you want to be. And if you're doing a worldwide traffic as well, rave content is very good. They have a very good traffic as well. But I would highly suggest you to get into rave content if you're targeting United States customer, because I'm going to show you something over here. You can actually see that rave content actually reached 97% of United States household. This is not just a blind statement that they give, guys. This is real truth. Rave content is very famous in United States of America, and when you're doing a specific target of United States offers, and usually a lot of affiliate marketers actually target United States because of the population there, and the capacity for people to actually buy item is much more higher there. So definitely rave content is where you want to go ahead and check out as well. So the last one that we're going to talk about today, you can actually see the partners that native rave content has actually partnership with as well. History Channel, Washington Examiner, and all this kind of stuff. So this is actually a crazy traffic source that you can actually use if you are interested in running a affiliate marketing offer within the United States of America. So the final one, should I say, is called the MGID. So this is actually the MGID. It's a native advertising platform as well. So MGID is one of the most longest native advertising platform there was, and there will be, guys. They are crazy. They have crazy amount of partners. You can actually see CBS, International Business Time, Brillo, investing.com, and all this kind of big kind of partners that they have actually partnered with. And when you go ahead and search in Google best traffic source for native ads, for example, you will never miss the name MGID and Outbrain. They will always be there. And this is for rave content. On the other hand, they are the best when it comes to United States of America. So definitely check out MGID as well. The same thing, it's very easy to do an ad on MGID. I've actually did few videos on MGID, how to build a campaign from scratch, same way I did for Outbrain as well, how to build a campaign from scratch as well. So the final one is MGID, but I'm going to give you a bonus as well. There's something which we call as AdBlade. So AdBlade is considered to be one of the most advanced and awesome ad platform for native advertising. But there's one thing regarding AdBlade that you need to keep in mind, that AdBlade is not suitable for beginners. If you're a beginner African marketer trying to get into native advertisement, I will not suggest you to go and opt in into AdBlade, but I will suggest you to go and opt in into Outbrain, Rave Content, on MGID, because the main reason is that I believe is really strict in approving their ads, because they already work with huge brands, so they don't need to depend on a single affiliate marketers, and they are very strict. They have a procedure on how exact your content should look like and everything, so they're very strict in approving your ads in the first place. And the second thing is that the CPC, the minimum CPC for AdBlade, is actually very high. That's because they have one of the best traffic for affiliate marketers out there. They have one of the best, I can actually say this lively, they have one of the best quality traffic source for affiliate marketers out there, and that's why the minimum CPC is actually quite high. So if you don't have the proper budget, AdBlade is not the way that the place that you need to be. And if you're a beginner affiliate marketer as well, I would highly suggest you not to go with AdBlade. But if you're an experienced affiliate marketer, you're a seasoned affiliate marketer, and you're also an affiliate marketer which has a lot of money with you to being used, then AdBlade is the place that you need to be. Forget about Outbrain, forget about MGID, forget about Rave Content. Just focus on AdBlade, because they have a premium traffic source. That's what we called it, as a premium ad network. They have premium traffic sources both for United States. If you're aiming a United States offer in AdBlade, you cannot do any other offers. You can only aim for United States, because they know that United States is a very huge market there is. So they cater specifically for United States. And if you're aiming different country, then you cannot aim for United States, because they want the premium and the best traffic sources that they actually provide. And this is one of the biggest highlight about AdBlade itself. So basically that's it, guys. That's the best affiliate marketing traffic sources when it comes to native ads that you can actually go ahead and check out. You can go ahead and opt in. You can also watch my video. Mostly I've already did how to live campaign build with Facebook, LinkedIn, not yet, maybe sooner. Google, I've already did. Outbrain, I've already did. Brave Content, I've already did. MGID, I've already did as well. AdBlade also, I've already did. So everything is in this channel. So make sure you go ahead and watch this particular channel, and you can actually see that how do you go about in this platform as well. So that's about it, guys. But before that, let me just remind you that there is actually a beautiful landing page builder which we called as Landerize, guys. This is actually specifically built by Colin Dice Catering, specifically for affiliate marketers. They do solve a lot of problems, and they help us to help the affiliate marketers to increase their click-through rate as well as conversion rate. So they are actually offering a 14 days free trial right now. The link is in the description of this video. You can go ahead and opt in into the 14 days free trial with Landerize. And there is also a free 45 days native ads course given to you specifically only for Dice University Forum members. It's free, guys. So whatever that I'm saying here, Facebook ads, LinkedIn, Google, Outbrain, Rave Content, MGID, AdBlade, we will go much more in depth of all these particular native ads, how to use it, and all this kind of stuff. So if you're a Dice University Forum member already, go ahead and grab this free native ads course. If you're not a Dice University Forum member, you can just grab that course by joining Dice University Forum today. The link is in the description below. Dice University Forum, click on that particular link, join Dice University Forum, and claim your free 45 days native ads course today, guys. So I'll be seeing you in the next one, right? But before I go, just keep in mind mind that please hit the subscribe button for this channel, the like button for this video if you like this video, as well as the bell notification so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. So I'll be seeing you in the next one. Till then, bye bye, tata.